いろいろ皆さんちょっとご参加いただきとても嬉しく思います。まず最初にですね、この、イベントなんですけれども、何名かの方からどうしても参加できないので後ほど見たいですっていう声もありましたので、今もう録音ちょっと始めさせていただいてます。もしこの録音が嫌だっていう人は、カメラを閉じていただいて耳だけの参加でも問題ないです。はい。じゃあですね、まず最初に今日は皆さんですね、お忙しい中ご参加いただきありがとうございます。早速ですね、始めさせていただきたいと思います。本日はですね、ワールドユナイトの、ワールドユナイトとオペアインアメリカが行っているオペアプログラムっていうのがありまして、でそこに参加したオペアの皆さんをお呼びして、プログラムがどうだったかだとか、世界に羽ばたくっていうことはどういうことだったか、どういうことかっていうのをお話ししてもらおうかと思います。Okay, everyone, I'd like you to introduce yourself. So probably starting from Nikki.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Nikki. I am speaking to you today from London in the UK. It is morning time, Saturday morning in London. It is very exciting to be talking to you all in Japan. I work for Au Pair in America. Au Pair in America has 2 global offices, one in London and one in the United States. So I am based in the London office, and my job is to work with our global partners in 60 different countries across the world, such as Nozomi and Chris from World Unite, to help applicants such as yourself experience the Au Pair in America program. So hopefully I can help answer some questions from you today. Nozomi, shall I pass on to our amazing Au Pair panel?
Yes, but before that, sorry, I forgot to explain about the translation part. すみません、皆様、ちょっと翻訳付きだったんですが、ちょっと時間の関係もございまして、英語で言ったものを、要約したのをチャットボックスに英語で書いていきますので、皆さん英語を学んでいる方が多いので、英語の練習という形でやってもらえればいいかなと思います。でもし読むのがちょっときつい場合は翻訳機能を隣にパソコンだったりだとか、携帯の方で出してもらってコピペをしてもらうと日本語で英語日本語のコピペで翻訳をしてもらうといいかなと思います。はい、sorry, and so next au pair.
So I can see Lara next on my screen. Lara, do you want to go?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Lara. I'm from Italy. I was an au pair in Long Island, New York in 2019. And I hope I'm just going to help you answer all your questions. And hopefully we're going to help you make up your mind. And, you know, maybe you're going to go on this amazing adventure and it's a great opportunity. So hopefully our experience is going to help you do it as well.
Amazing. Thanks, Laura. And next, Anita.
Hi, everybody. I am Anita. I'm from Italy as well. I was an au pair in 2018, and I was living in Seattle in the States. So it was amazing, and I'm super happy to be here because hopefully you're gonna do this amazing experience. It literally changed my life. So I'm super happy to be here, and I hope to be helpful to you. It was great. So I'm very excited.
Thanks, Anita. And then Carolina.
Hi, I'm Carolina. I am from Poland, and I was in US since 2018 till December 2020. And I lived in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. And as Gar said, it's amazing experience. So I would recommend this for everybody. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you.
Amazing. And finally, Victoria.
Hi everyone, I'm Victoria from Sweden, and I hope to be able to help you guys understand a little bit better about the program and share my experience from being an au pair. I was an au pair in a city outside of Washington, D.C. in Virginia for 2.5 years. I was there from January 2019 to July now 2021.
Amazing. So we have Sweden, Poland, Italy, London joining Japan today.
Thank you everyone. ありがとうございました。じゃあちょっと次のスライドに行きます。じゃあ今度はですね、人数的にちょっと大丈夫そうなので、皆さん、一人一人自己紹介を簡潔にいただけたらいいかなと思います。もし参加したく耳だけがいいですという場合は耳だけでお願いします。耳のみ希望、音声のみ希望という形でチャットボックスに書いていただけると私の方で回しますので。はい、じゃあ、じゃあ最初に、誰からいこうかな。難しそうだったら、じゃあタイプいただいて、途中で、じゃあ、チャットの方にじゃあタイプいただいて、英語で、日本語でも大丈夫です。日本語であったら英語に変えますので。OK、じゃあちょっと時間があるので次に進みますね。OK、so next slide, please. はい、じゃあまず簡単に、とんでもございません。ありがとうございます。じゃあですね、まず簡単にオペアプログラムってどんなプログラムか説明させていただきます。もしかしたら皆さんも先にホームページだったりだとかスライドを見ていただいていると思うんですけれども、オペアっていうのは子ども英語留学がキーワードで子どものお世話をしながらホームステイ、原則個室なんですけれども、ホームステイをしつつで英語も磨けます。でなおかつホストファミリーから、現地の学校に現地の学校だったりカレッジだったりとかに行けるようなプログラムでホストファミリーからこちらのお金の方もサポートをもらえます。実はこれもプログラム費用に、含まれています。でプログラムの特徴として、普通アメリカ留学っていうとものすごいお金がかかるイメージだと思うんですけれども、通常のアメリカ留学より安くて、1年間約27万円ぐらいとかで行けます。で最大2年間っていう形なので、最大2年で27万円ぐらいかなで行くことができ、プログラム中はお給料をもらいながら、生活するという形になります。でお休みだったりトラベルマンスって言って、最後の1年間過ごした後に1ヶ月の休暇、要は法律的に問題なく1ヶ月滞在が可能な、トラベルマンスっていう月を付与してもらえるんですけれども、そのトラベルマンスだったりだとか、お休みがあるので、それをお休みだったりトラベルマンスを自由に使って、旅行することも可能です。ちなみに有給休暇等もあります。でこちらの今回のアメリカプログラムに関しては年齢制限がどうしてもあって18歳以上から26歳以下、しっかりと詳細を言うと27歳の誕生日に迎える前までにアメリカに渡航することが条件のプログラムになります。じゃあ次のスライドお願いします。で今回、ニッキーが彼女がちょっと参加してもらってるんですけれども、オペアインアメリカの現地エージェントとワールドユナイトが、行っているプログラムで、このオペアインアメリカ現地エージェントなんですけれども、1986年には、初の合法的なオペアプログラムとして米国国務省に認定され、そこからですね150万以上これまで世界中からオペアを受け入れてきました。で2021年にですね、The 9 Best Opera Agency っていう表彰的なものがあって、で全体の部で1位を獲得したエージェントです。じゃあ次お願いいたします。はい、で実はワールドユナイトは、このオペアインアメリカの日本の唯一の提携教育機関です。このプログラムって基本的になんていうんですかね、参加者の国にある現地のエージェント と共同をしないといけないんですけれども、オペアインアメリカの日本のエージェントはワールドユナイトのみです。で、私たちは、異文化理解のプロで、サポートとレスポンスが早く、このオペアインアメリカの主にニッキーとですね、彼女と、しっかりとですね、コミュニケーションをとって、皆様の渡航前、渡航後のサポートを、行います。はい、じゃあ次お願いいたします。じゃあ今日の、項目ですね。本日の項目が、1から5の順番で行っていきます。で、オペアがいろいろと経験だったりとかを話すんですけれども、皆さん自由にご質問だったりだとか、コメントをチャットボックスに書いていただいて問題ないです。で、一応ですね、各項目ごとに、全員オペアだと、ニッキーが話した後に、1分、2分ほど質問の時間を設けているので、ぜひその質問の時間に質問がある方は交流という形で行っていただけるといいかなと思います。はい、じゃあ次のスライドお願いします。じゃあ最初のですね、プログラム参加動機について、じゃあ一人一人言ってもらおうかなと思います。Okay, then first question, why did you decide to do the Au Pair in America program? Okay, so first, Lara.
All right, so after high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to get a job. I didn't know what I wanted to study at university. So I just decided to take a year off and travel and make this experience so I could get to improve my English and get to live abroad. It's something that you might not have a chance to do in your life. So that was a great opportunity to do both. So I decided to do it.
Great. Thank you very much. In Japan, it's not that common thing, but I really like this, kind of, attitude to go abroad for 1 year and then decide to what you want to do for your future. Okay, so next person, Anita.
So my story is very similar to Lara's, actually. So I graduated high school. I didn't want to get a job. I really didn't know what to study in college. Like, I don't know if I wanted to study medicine or languages, or I had no clue. So what I did was just do the application form and travel, go. I found a beautiful, amazing host family. So that's the reason why I spent a year abroad. I just didn't know what to do in my life. I was 18 and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Thank you. Okay, so next, Victoria.
Yeah, I also have kind of a similar story. So I was thinking about becoming an au pair for a very long time, actually. But once I graduated from high school, I thought that that would be a great fit for me because I wanted to take a break and just kind of figure out what I wanted to do. I always loved being with kids, so therefore I thought being an au pair would be a great fit for me. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Next, Karina.
So my story is different because I had work, I finished my study, but I always had in my mind Alaska. I really wanted to go there. So when I heard about Au Pair in America program, I thought that it's great chance to go to US and improve my English and just live with adventure. So I stayed there for 2 years and I left when I was 24.
Okay, I'm somehow excited to hear your experience in Alaska. Okay, so maybe Nikki, do you have any memorable participants who you can share to everyone here?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think there's so many reasons for au pairs to take part in this program. I think one of the things that makes it different is that rather than just visiting a country, you really get to live there and experience the full culture. It's not a 2-week trip, it's 12 months, so you really get to feel like a local and live the American dream. And as I said, really get to have that cultural experience. And then beyond that, there's so many reasons to apply, like our au pairs have already mentioned, from perhaps not being sure what to do next or where to go, to enjoying working with children, to being able to improve your English speaking, and you get to join an amazing family. So you get to have this whole experience while feeling very supported and looked after and becoming a part of another family, which is great. So yeah, there's many reasons which I'm sure our au pairs will talk about more as we go on.
Okay, sounds interesting. じゃあ皆さんちょっと質問等はありますかね。もし質問等があればチャットボックスにお願いいたします。本当に一人一人いろんな理由があって、例えばその高校卒業後に何を勉強したいかわからなくてとりあえず参加したりだとか、アメリカがすごい気になってて、アラスカが気になってて参加したりだとか、その彼女ニッキーが言ってた通り普通の旅行とは得られない体験ですね。1年間いることによってやっぱり生活もホストファミリーとすることによってそこの現地の考え方だったりだとか、英語力ももちろんそこで上達したりだとかっていう形にはなるんですけれども、何かじゃあ皆さん質問の方、参加動機の件で質問等ってありますかね。もしなさそうだ、チャットボックスに書かなくても、もう普通に話してもらっても全然問題ないです。もしなさそうだったら次の項目に移ろうかなと思います。じゃあ次のスライドお願いします。じゃあ次がですね、参加前と参加後の英語力について、ここ多分皆さん気になるところだと思うんですけれども。Okay, so next topic is English speaking like before and after the program. So can I ask Anita first for this question?
So I was attending in high school. I was attending a school in which I studied languages. So here in Italy, we have like different sections of high schools, and mine was the languages one. So I was studying English before taking my year off and going to the US, but my English was not as good as it is now. I was barely able to communicate, and once I got there, I've learned so much, and the kids helped me so much. My host family was amazing, and my host parents helped me a lot and taught me a lot, but the most helpful were the kids. They were teaching me every single day something new, and that was great. They would draw pictures for me when I couldn't understand, and they would guide me to help them, and it was amazing. So my English improved a lot.
Oh, okay. Next, Victoria.
Yeah, in Sweden, we actually study a bit of English in school as well. So I did know some English, but I was definitely not comfortable speaking English. Once I got there, it was really easy though to catch up and get into it. It goes pretty fast as long as you try and speak English, and you really learn it way faster than you think as well. And after my time being there, I definitely improved my English a lot and just learned a lot and definitely got more comfortable speaking English. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Karolina next.
My English is really bad, and I also had English at school, but I didn't pay any attention to learn it, and it was my bad because I now know that it was important. But in USA, I was almost crying first week because my brain was in pain because I couldn't understand anything, and I wanted to translate word by word. And for today, I can tell that I'm proud of myself, and I'm really glad that I met people who I met because they guide me and they were telling me how could I say something. And I also took English class at the library in USA. So for today, I'm really thankful for this experience because now I can say that I can speak English for real.
Cool. Okay, thank you. So last, Lara.
Yeah, as Anita said, I also studied languages in high school in Italy. So it was a highly specific language kind of high school. So I got to learn English, but it was more for the literature and grammar part. So that might have been good, but when it came to pronunciation, it was just a disaster. So when I got to the US, everybody was like, yeah, you have the stereotypical Italian pronunciation. But then over the year, it got better. And now I'm really proud of what my English sounds like today. So it really improved in just 1 year. So it's great.
Wow, 1 year is somehow good, maybe like, for improving English. Okay, so Nikki, any comments?
Well, I think our au pairs here talk better English than me, and I'm from England. I think everybody can hear how great our au pairs talk English, and every single au pair develops in their English skills and becomes more confident. And au pairs that I've met before and after, it's incredible how much of a difference it makes. And as Anita mentioned with the children, there's no better way to learn a language than with children and learning the basics and learning songs or them helping you. It's a very, very clever and fun way to learn a language because you're interacting every day with the family, with the children, with the locals, with other au pairs. You practice every single day. So your English speaking within a year, just like Laura said, within 1 year, you become fluent and very confident with it and very comfortable. My one piece of advice to give to new applicants is just to start practicing and listening, or watch Netflix and try watching it and listening in English, or listen to music and just begin to try and absorb as much English speaking in day-to-day life as you can, because you do start to understand it more and more. But just know that spending a year in the US with the family will massively help for sure.
Thank you, everyone. 皆さん、最初のプログラムに参加する前は、英語が自信なかったりだとか、喋れなかったりだとかっていうのがあったみたいなんですが、やっぱり1年間を通してすごく上達したっていうのが皆さん全員言ってらっしゃったので、ものすごくですね、日本の方もこれは実は通じることだと思います。なんでかっていうと、日本の英語教育って正直言って悪くありません。もちろんそのスピーキングに関してはなかなか機会がないっていうところでどうしてもなかなか伸ばすところが難しいっていうところはあるんですが実際に使う機会が増えれば本当に伸びます。なので、そういう意味でその1年間アメリカに行くっていうのはものすごく、アメリカだったりだとか1年間その英語を必ず使わないといけないシチュエーションにいるっていうのはものすごくですね上達のキーになるんじゃないかなと思います。Okay, so we have one question from Sun, and she has somehow like the microphone is not working well, so she was asking question did you have any anxiety when you were leaving to the different country from your country? Yeah, like when you are leaving to United States from your country, like, did you have any anxiety because like you're going to be apart from your family and friends too? So maybe Victoria, can you answer? Maybe like from you, starting from you, can you answer this question?
Yes, of course. I think I was definitely really worried before I was leaving. I was worrying about the language. I was worrying about leaving my family. I was worrying about going to a new country where I didn't know anyone. But once I got there, I had found a really good family that really welcomed me, that helped a lot. So once I got there, it just felt right. And I was so happy to finally be there, because it's such an experience that it's so exciting and everything is new. So even if you were worried before, you kind of just get into it, that everything is exciting and new and fun, and you just want to learn and learn more and see new places. So it kind of just disappears once you get there, at least for me.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so next, Carolina.
So when I was living in Poland, I was more like, oh, see, I was so excited. But as soon as I landed in USA, I was like, what have I done? What I'm doing here? But then when I saw for the first time my host family, I felt like I'm back at home, because they are really warm people.
Lovely. Okay, so next, Lara.
Yeah, I was a little scared as well at first, because I thought that 1 year was a long time to be away from home. It wasn't something that I had never done before, so it was a little scary. Also, I had a boyfriend, so I was scared, things might not go well, but everything was fine. And yeah, I was just afraid because it was a long time, but it was all good. Once you get used to living there and you don't pay too much attention all the differences, the time difference, because that was one of big deal for me. There was a big time, 6 hours difference, was difficult to get in touch with your family, your boyfriend and friends. But once you get used to it, it's much more easy and it's all good.
Okay, thank you. So last, Anita.
I was not so scared, honestly, because I had already lived abroad when I was 16. I spent 1 year in France, so that was not so scary for me to leave my family and friends. I already knew what it felt like, but still, once I got there, it was a little bit scary, worrying, because you are literally on the other side of the world. You're alone by yourself, and you have big responsibilities. You have to take care of kids, and they are like the most important thing to a parent. So that was a little bit like a lot to take, but my host family was amazing, and they really guided me into my job, and everything went super well. Honestly, like after 1 month, everything was fine. And at the end of the year, I didn't want to come back to Italy.
Oh.
I just wanted to stay there. Yeah.
All right. Nikki, you want to share some experience then?
We hear that all the time. At the end of the year, nobody wants to come home. So we have a lot of au pairs that decide to extend beyond 12 months because they are enjoying it that much. But I think it's very normal to feel nervous and scared before joining your family. But everybody should remember the family will understand that this is a huge thing for you. They will know you're going to be nervous when you're arriving. So everybody will be there to help you and help you settle in. So it's very normal. But as all of our au pairs have said, it goes and you settle.
Thank you very much. ありがとうございました、皆さん。ですね、当たり前のことですね。不安になるのは当たり前のことなんですけれども、やっぱりプログラムに参加すると逆にもう12ヶ月目にはもう帰りたくないってなるほど、すごくホストファミリーが優しかったりだとか、その場所もすごい素敵なところだったりとかで、なんていうんですかね、すごい12ヶ月さらに伸ばすこともこのプログラムできるんですけど、そういう選択をされる方もやっぱりいらっしゃるということですね。はい、ありがとうございました。question ですね。Thank you very much. Okay, so next slide, please, Grace. はい、じゃあ次のスライドですね。Okay, and so please share your life in US. I mean, like your life during the program in the US. So then this time, Carolina first.
Okay, so I met a lot of people through Couchsurfing because they put a lot of events there so I could join them. And honestly, it was really amazing experience because I met people from all around the world, not just Americans. I also met a lot of people at English school, and I had this opportunity to take the class at Roger Williams University, and I studied healthy psychology. And I feel really lucky because I have traveled a lot. I've seen 35 states during my 2 years, which makes me feel really lucky person. And also I can tell honestly that my community counselor, she was kind of angel person because every time when we met together, she tried to prepare a lot of things to do. She tried to connect all pairs because she knew that we are all stressed, we don't know each other, we had different skills of English language, but she always did things which we could share with each other, and we could spend a lot of times together. And she always find places like places with line dancing, we could go bowlings, and we did a lot of stuff which helped me feel more comfortable in USA.
Thank you very much. You did amazing experiences there. Okay, so we are excited to hear next person too. Laura, please.
I also met a lot of people from all around the world, and there's this girl that she was at the training school with me, and now I could tell she's one of my best friend ever, because when you're there, you're all experiencing something new, and you're all in this different situation that can create like incredible bonds that you can carry throughout the whole year and even after. Sorry, I'm a little sick. And I also got to travel a lot. Both by myself and with my friends. I never traveled alone before, and that was like another great experience that you get to do when you're there, of course, if you want to do it. And that made me, of course, grew a lot as a person. And as for classes, I took a business and marketing class at the Long Island University, because in the program you're required to take some classes, and it was, again, a great opportunity because it's something that I would have never done if I visited the US on vacation, for example. And yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So then next person, Anita, please.
I also met a lot of people, of course, and I actually met them through Facebook, because there was a Facebook group of au pairs in the Seattle area. So every day something came up and someone was like free from work. So we would just meet, drink a coffee, share our experiences, tell something about ourselves, and that was it. And then I also met travel buddies through this Facebook group. I also traveled alone, like Lara. It was great. It's weird, but it's great. It's strange. It's a strange experience, but still, it's worth to do it. And as far as my classes are concerned, I did not take a regular class like throughout time. I was just spending one weekend in San Diego. So I did it's called a weekend class, which allows you to get all your hours at once. So you don't have to take one class and like for 5 months, you just do it in one weekend, which is great because like my schedule was so busy. I had 3 kids, so it was a lot. My schedule was so crazy, and I honestly did not have time to take my car, go attend a class, come back, and then work. So this just all worked out for me to take this weekend class. And in the weekend class, there's just au pairs. So it was like 200 au pairs in the same place from all over America. And that was amazing because we got to know each other, visit San Diego. So you visit one city, you have fun, and you learn something new. So it was amazing.
That sounds really fun. Thank you very much. Okay, so next, Victoria, please.
All right, so at the beginning, I had really easy making friends as well, both through the clusters, but I was also using the Facebook groups. But then through clusters, we would have meetings at least once a month, and we would go on all kinds of different activities. So there it was really easy to meet our peers that were living close to you as well. And I did a bunch of traveling as well during my first time there. But then during the second half of my time there was when COVID hit. So then it got a little bit more challenging or harder to make friends, especially because I was living with a family that had a lot of strict rules about what I could do or couldn't do because of COVID. So then it was a little bit challenging, but we still made it work. Through Facebook a lot, especially too. And I didn't do that much traveling anymore either. Yeah, and then for classes, there's really a lot of different classes that you can take. I mostly did the weekend classes as well that the other girl just talked about. I did one that was a travel Spanish class. I did one with the business entrepreneurship class. I did some English grammar and English pronunciation, and then my last one was psychology, I believe. Yeah.
Wow, everybody learned like the variety of subjects. Okay, so Nikki, probably you also want to share something, right?
I am
Please go
amazed
ahead.
at 35 states. That's incredible. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice to hear everyone's different experiences. And a big part of your life in the USA is Au Pair in America have community counselors who are there to support you the whole time that you are in the US. But they're obviously very helpful when you first arrive, and they will make sure that you get settled in and help you. And when we talk about clusters, this is the community counsellor who has a cluster of au pairs in the same area, and it will be their job to put you in contact with other au pairs nearby, perhaps arrange social activities, guide you, help you with your studies, what class you might want to take, and as you mentioned, lots of different class options from English classes to business, marketing, music, journalism, lots of different options. But the community counsellors will help you with that when you arrive. So, and then you get to experience life in the USA as an au pair and a student and a local.
I wish I could be back in the age that I can also attend the participate au pair program. じゃあちょっと私のコメントなんですけれども、さん大丈夫です。はい。問題ないです。もう簡単なコメントで、ものすごく、なんていうんだろうな、新しいお友達ができたりだとか、オペアっていうか、その子どもたちとかもお世話しつつ、そういう学校だったり行ったりだとか、旅行行ったりだとか、ものすごく1年間充実してるなという風な、感じで羨ましいです。私もちょっと25、6とかに戻ったら、ぜひなんか参加したいなっていうプログラムです。もし皆さん何かご質問等だったりだとかコメントがあれば、ぜひ共有いただきたいんですけれども、ございますか？もしなんて言うんだろう。喋るのがあれだっていう方はぜひチャットボックスに書いていただけると嬉しいなと思います。じゃあちょっと誰もいなさそうなので、とりあえずじゃあ次に進みますね。はい、じゃあクリス次お願いします。 Next slide, please, Chris. いや、でもいいですね。楽しそう。はい、ありがとうございます。じゃあ、プログラムで学んだことや参考語についてですね。Okay, so the next question is outcome of the programs. So I'd like to ask Laura first.
Okay, so I have definitely become more independent and more confident when it comes to making choices and do stuff that maybe before leaving I was too scared of even thinking about it. Just even leaving for and beginning this journey with the program, that was a big choice that I was brave enough to do it, but now I would do it again. But thanks to the choice that I made first. So even traveling by myself, that made me way more confident. And now I am studying language mediation and intercultural communication at university. So yeah, that had a huge impact on what I decided to do. After the program, I decided to keep studying English and hopefully find a job that helps me speaking English and hopefully go back to the US once I graduate.
Nice, thank you very much. Okay, so next, Katarina, please.
Okay, so I work at printing house, but I'm trying to get the job which includes social rehab because this is my study. This is what I graduated. But due to COVID, it's kind of hard to work with people because they don't let you go there. And I'm going to study in 1 week psychology, and I hope that one day I would be able to work just with people, not with machines like I'm doing today. And after program, I learned how to be braver, that's for sure. And I don't really pay too much attention when people try to judge me for something which is different than in my culture, because this is one of the things which I think people care a lot. And US learned me how to just live your life and be happy.
Thank you very much. Then next, Victoria, please.
Yeah, I definitely grew as a person a lot as well. I became more confident and more happier, would I say, too, because I just had a absolutely great time there. And now after I am studying health promotion with focus on nutrition at university.
Okay, so next person, Anita.
So I became more independent for sure, braver for sure. And also I learned how to communicate with people that don't always think that things are like as you think they are. I don't know if that makes sense, but like people have different mind settings, which is due to cultures, different cultures, traditions, and everything. And I have learned that how to adapt to it. So that was for sure one important skill that now I have. And now I am studying intercultural mediation, just like Lara. So so that had a great impact on what I'm doing now and what I'm hoping to do after. I hope to like learn English even better than I have learned it till now. And yeah.
Wow. Okay. Then Nikki.
I think everyone summed it up really well with the confidence and independence and braver, and it helping perhaps navigate your life to the next step with what you want to do or what your interests and passions are. And I think it's important to remember that an impact of the program that you have is bringing your culture to your host family that you are with, so they get to experience your culture and learn from you as well. So for Japanese au pairs, it's a chance for an American family to learn more about Japanese culture, and that's a huge impact for them as well, I think. So I'm sure our au pairs here would agree that their families enjoyed learning more about them and where they're from. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I was just switch to language to Japanese. Yeah. 本当に独立したりだとか、いろんなスキルが身についたりとかっていうところだったんですけれども、家族側からもやっぱり日本人だったりとか、他の外国の子たちを受け入れることによって文化、そこの彼オペアの文化と学べるので、教育的にもすごく彼らにとってもすごくいい影響が与えられているということだったんですが、私たちもですね、日本人として、アメリカに限らずですね、外国に行くとやっぱり聞かれます、いろいろと。なので自分の文化を知るっていう意味でもこういう機会、外に行く機会っていうのはすごく大事なのかなと、聞いて思いました。どなたか質問いらっしゃらないですかね。誰か質問ですかね。大丈夫いなさそうですかね。質問、マレナさんは違うかな。もしあれだったら、じゃあ、最後の質問、最後のスライドに移ります。Chris, please go to the last slide. 質問項目の最後になります。Sorry, sorry, next. The last means like 5, the last question. The question 5. Yes, すみません。じゃあ最後にですね、プログラムに、興味がある方へアドバイスを、オペアの皆さんにしてもらおうかなと思います。Okay, so the last question, what would be your advice for anyone thinking to join this program? So, Victoria, can you start first?
Yeah, so if you are not sure if you don't want to go or not, I would definitely say just go and try out and see what happens. Because I think even if you go there and you realize that maybe it wasn't completely what you expected or something for you, it will still be a great experience for you, and you will still learn so much about both yourself and other things on the way. So I would really just recommend you to go, because I had an absolutely amazing time. I learned so much and I grew so much as a person. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Next, Karina, please.
I would say that if someone has any doubt, they just should do it as Victoria said, because it's a really great experience. And as soon as you will get to USA, there are people who are willing to help you. They are there always for you. They will take care of you. And also, as Victoria said, if it's not your thing, just give it a try, because if you won't try, you just won't know if this thing is for you, and you can taste this culture, this life, because it's something which you cannot switch for any other thing. It's just one thing in a life.
Yeah, it could be key once in a life. Okay, so Lala, please.
I would say if you're not 100% sure, just try, ask questions. You can get on the Instagram page. Every week there's some au pair that's in America that's answering questions, sharing their experience, or just ask. Everybody's there to answer your questions. We've all been there. So of course we want to help you. And if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Just don't think about it. Just do it. It's good. Just do it.
Yeah, better not to think about the reason why you don't do it, right? You better to just go ahead. All right, so next, Anita, please.
I do agree with everything that the other girls said. So just do it. It's amazing. It's a life-changing experience. And like, there's a lot of people that can help you both in your home country and in America, especially in America. There's counselors, there's people that you can call, there's host families that know that you are there and
Anita, hello? She's frozen.
I think we've lost Anita slightly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, welcome back, Anita.
Oh, hey. I lost you for a moment. I don't know what happened. I think it's my connection. I'm sorry. So, but I was just saying, just do it because it's great.
Good message. Thank you very much. Okay, lastly, Nikki.
So I think, as everyone said, just do it, and you can start your application anytime. Obviously, Nozomi, World Unite will be there to help you, guide you. You can depart to the US any time of the year, so there's no timeline. So if you want to begin the process and take your time to build your profile, then start thinking about it now and start planning and just start the application. And World Unite, Au Pair in America, everyone will help you. As Lara said, we have amazing au pairs taking part in the program now that are showing their experience, and we have amazing au pairs like the four here who are happy to help and answer questions. So just do it.
Alright, thank you very much. じゃあ皆さん、ちょっと最後のセクションになったので、質問がある方はぜひちょっと質問だったりコメントだったり共有いただけたらと思うんですけれども、どなたかいらっしゃいますか？タイプでも、言葉で言っていただいても、日本語でも大丈夫ですよ。もうすごい、
すいません。質問。
はい、どうぞ。どうぞ、ゆいさん。はい。
その子供のお世話を多分毎日のようにすると思うんですけど、そのお世話となんか自分の勉強の時間の両立っていうかで大変だったかどうか。
Okay, ありがとうございます。じゃあちょっと翻訳します。Okay, everyone. Hi. Question from she's just wondering, like, how did you guys somehow manage to work as an au pair and then study and also traveling around? So how did you guys manage to do so many things at the same time for 1 year? Okay, maybe starting from Anita.
So as I said before, I was not taking classes. I just took one big class for 1 weekend. So that was a great thing for me. But as far as like traveling and working, you have 1 weekend off, like completely off per month. So you can manage to travel at that time if you want to like take a plane and go somewhere and visit another state. And like during the weekend in general, like on Sunday, you should not be working-ish. So you can just like meet up with friends and go hiking or go exploring the city. So you have time to do everything. And while you are off during the day, like if the kids are in school, you can do whatever you want basically. So you have time, plenty of time.
What about schooling? What about going to school?
I'm sorry?
What about taking the course at the same time too?
I was not taking classes. I took a weekend class. So
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I traveled from Friday to Sunday or Monday. It's from Friday to Monday. And I took this 4 days weekend class. They call it like that. And you just like do it all at once. So then you don't have to do anything else. You just do it in this 4 days. And then you're done for the rest of the year.
Okay, thank you very much. So next, Laura.
Yeah, so you could definitely travel on weekends, but also you have during the year 2 weeks paid vacation. So you could travel there. And also it depends on the families because you're required to work a maximum of 45 hours a week, but some families maybe require you to just work for 20 hours or so you have more free time, or maybe they can give you one extra week. For example, I had 2 more weeks in December because my host family just went on vacation. So I ended up with 4-week vacation. So there's plenty of time to travel. And at the end of the year, you could also stay for 1 more month. That's the travel month, where you could either travel the whole time, or as I did, it was just a 10-day trip. So you could travel during the year, at the end of the year. Maybe I was lucky because I was 20 minutes away from New York City. So it was like the center of everything. So I could just go from one state to the other in 20 minutes. So you could go to New Jersey, Massachusetts, everything was that close. So I could even do it on one day. And yeah, and for classes, I went to the Long Island University that was 15 minutes away. And it was, I believe, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday for 3 or 4 weekends at a time. So I took 2 different classes. And that was also just for au pairs. So it's a time where all au pairs are usually free. So it's easier for everybody. And again, you get to meet new people and study and travel and work all together. It's not that hard. You have time for everything.
Thank you very much. Next, Victoria, please.
Yeah, so school first, I did also some kind of school that was during the weekend. So I had 2 Saturdays and 2 Sundays after each other where I did my classes, and then I was done with that for the rest of my time. And then I didn't have to worry about that or putting time on that. And then for traveling, like the other girls have said, you have at least 1 weekend per month, and then you have your 2 weeks vacation during your year where you can go and travel, and then lastly your month at the end of your year where I went and did most of my travels. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it will be up to both you and the family that you're in it, because it depends on what schedule you're working, and it depends on what rules your family has. But then it also depends on that you have to be self-disciplined on saving up the money so you can go and travel, and making the time and effort into putting that, because sometimes that I would see is that when you go to the new country, it's all up to you. You have to plan and figure out everything by yourself, and sometimes it's a lot harder than you think. So yeah.
All right, thank you. And lastly, Katerina.
So I was working until 5 p.m. every day, and I had school 3 times per week. And as girls, I did also the weekend classes, so I could have my credits. But I really enjoy being part of the university, so I did it for myself more. But about travels, I highly recommend the road trips. I believe that it's American thing, and it's just awesome feeling when you are just sitting in the car and you are driving for like 15 hours, and then you have time to explore. Because I was traveling during the weekends, because it was only one time when I had my days off. But I think that if you really want to see something, and if you want to have the chance to explore more, it's everything up to you. And as Gar said, if you have self-control and you can save your money, don't spend them for everything, you can see and do a lot of things. And I think that the program is the best opportunity to have the time to be yourself and enjoy your life, because I think that everybody knows that after the program, you need to kind of start different life than you had in USA. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. じゃあ、他にご質問ありますかね。ものすごく なんていうんだろう、こう自分でもちろん交渉とかも家族としたりとかすること、相談ですね、相談とかして、スケジュールとかを決めたりっていうのも大事にはなってくると思うんですが、他にご質問等はありますか？質問ありがとうございました。じゃあ質問とかがなさそうなので、次のスライドに行こうかと思います。はい、プログラムの応募とここまでの流れについてですね、こちらなんですけれども、ちょっとざっとですね、説明させていただきます。まず、オペアの、申し込みフォームがあるので、そこに記入をいただき、デポジットのお支払い、で、ワールドユナイトのプログラム担当者よりサポートが入ります。で、このデポジットに関しては、面談が、面談前までだったらお支払いをデポジットまで返すことはできるんですけれども、面談をスケジュールしてからは、このデポジットというのはお支払いの、返金の対象にはなりません。何かというと、そのスケジュールをした時点で、その面談をする人の、時間を取るっていう形になるので、そこの、兼ね合いになってきます。で、ただし、こちらに関しては面談、例えば落ちてしまった場合は何度も何度も受けることは可能です。で、面談が、終わりましたら、ホストファミリー、マッチング受け入れ先の決定で、登録料44,000円の支払いと、渡航準備サポート、J1 ビザ取得後に、最後に振り込みを、プログラム費用全体の振り込みですね、21万5,000円の支払いをいただき、渡航という形になります。なので、3回に分けての支払いが出てきます。はい。で、can you go to the next slide? はい。もし興味がある方はここにQR コードを貼ってますので、こちらの QR コードより申し込みだったり、オペアプログラムにさらなる情報、いろんなコースがあるので、3つのコースがあるので、そこだったりとかを見ていただけるといいかなと思います。Next, please. Next, please, Chris. はい。ワールドユナイトの SNS ですね。もう情報、SNS でもそのペアのことについても情報を発信中です。ぜひ、フォローの方をお願いいたします。はい。last slide。じゃあ最後でしたね。はい。皆さん本日はですね、お忙しい中、オペアプログラムの、イベントの方に、この世界のオペアの交流会っていうのにご参加いただきありがとうございました。実際にオペアプログラムに参加すると、彼女たち、他の世界中のオペアの人たちとも仲良くなれるので、こういったプログラム、どうしても年齢制限があるのでですね、もし興味がある方はぜひご参加いただけたらいいなと思います。Okay, maybe、じゃあ皆さんコメント何もないですかね、日本の皆様。どうでしょう。自由に日本語でも何でもいいので、何かオペアの今日いろいろとお話しいただいたオペアの方に何か言いたい方とかがいらっしゃいましたら、ぜひマイクを、ごめんなさい、間違えた。すいません、失礼いたしました。はい。マイクをオフだったりだとか、チャットボックスに何かコメントをいただけるといいなと思います。Okay, so event is at the end. So does anyone want to say something from au pair side too? Wrap up comment.
I will say a big thank you for having us, and this has been really fun. So I hope everyone has found it very useful, and I think Laura, Anita, Caroline, and Victoria gave such an interesting insight into their experiences. So thank you to them.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so anyone from au pair side? No? I also, yeah, Anita, please.
I just want to thank you because I mean, it's great for me to talk about it because I think that it's been one of the most magical experiences of my life. So I love sharing it with someone, and I hope that we inspired you somehow.
Yeah, you did really great job. Thank you very much. Next, anyone? 日本の方でもいいですよ。あ、Karina, please.
Yeah, I also would like to say a huge thank you because I also like to talk about my experience, and I would also like to say that if anybody had any questions, I'm always down to help and talk about the experience, and if someone has any doubts about life in US, I also can help with this.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, then Victoria, you want to say something in the end?
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for listening, and I really hope that it was helpful, the answers that we gave, and that it will help you guys to make a decision whether to go or not, or best of all to go, because it was really just an absolutely amazing experience, and I would wish everyone to be able to go. So yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you too. And Laura.
Yeah, same. So thank you for the opportunity. I love to talk about my experience. I took part of, I did a takeover on the Instagram page to help other au pairs or future au pairs. So I love sharing my experience, and my friends are a little tired of me talking about it. So it's good to have somebody who wants to know about it. So it's good. It's an amazing experience. I'm really proud of what I achieved and what I'm doing right now thanks to this experience. So hopefully we inspired you, and hopefully you will maybe go and have this experience as well, and you will not regret it. It's really life-changing. So thank you for the opportunity to talk about it, and hopefully you're going to do it too, and you will be here sharing your experience in a couple years.
Yeah, thank you very much. We wish we had more time actually. Sorry, like it's only 1 hour for the event. So we have comment from Sam who doesn't have good whose microphone is not working well today. So she was appreciating you all, and she was encouraged by you guys, and she is really deeply appreciating you guys, and she wish you all to have happy lovely life. Happy lovely life from now on. I mean, like for now. Thank you very much. Comment. Anyone? 他にありますかね。
英語で喋ってみてもいいですか？
あ、どうぞお願いします。
I thought au pair is a lot of hard things, but after I heard your experience, I think I want to do au pair, and I want to go America. So thank you for everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, girls. You've inspired someone to apply. So that's great.
こちらにいらっしゃるニッキーだったりだとか、このオペア、今回参加していただいたオペアだったりだとか、私含めですね、もし参加の際はですね、ぜひ全力でサポートさせていただきますので、よろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました、コメントありがとうございます。すみません、なんかちょっと変な日本語になっちゃった。ありがとうございました。Okay, so anyone? 他にいらっしゃいますか？はい、じゃあちょっとどなたもいらっしゃらないみたいなので。Okay, so let me wrap up. So ありがとうございました。本日はですね、皆さんお忙しい中、オペアイベントにご参加いただきまして、誠にありがとうございました。すごいいろんな たくさんの国から今回参加してもらい、いろんな経験だったりとかを今回聞けたっていうのはすごく私もすごい楽しかったです、聞くのはですね。で、もしですね、質問だったりだとか、プログラム興味ありますっていうのがあれば、ぜひお気軽に私の方にメールアドレス皆さん持ってらっしゃると思いますので、お気軽にご連絡いただけるといいかなと思います。Okay, thank you everyone for your time on Saturday. So please, so thank you very much for everyone on Saturday, and wish you all have a lovely weekend.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
皆さんありがとうございました。